Hey guys, what's up? JWhisp here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm coming at you guys with the latest snapshot update, Snapshot 21w07a. This snapshot adds a lot of really fantastic things into Minecraft, as you can see behind me, so without further ado, let's get into it. Now, one of the main exciting things about this is texture changes. We have texture changes to a lot of the original ores to Minecraft. This is the new gold texture. This is the new iron texture. I have copper here just for reference. Coal also got a new texture, but lapis seems the same. Redstone is a bit different, and then diamond, of course, is the exact same. Mojang said that diamond is such an iconic ore and something so iconic to Minecraft that they couldn't change the texture. And then we have emerald here, which pretty much looks the same to me. I don't think it's changed. Besides that, they also said they did some slight texture upgrades to blackstone. Here I have blackstone and different variants of blackstone. It doesn't look too much different, it looks pretty much the same, but it does look a little bit more smoothed out and a little bit better, I do have to say. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think of these new textures down below. Certainly, they look a little bit weird. I don't think they're necessarily bad, I just think I have to get used to them. Just like how 1.14 made some texture changes, this also makes some texture changes, and I think it's going to take a while for me to get used to, especially with gold, iron, and coal. They just look so different, but I still think they look good, and I don't know, I'm excited to see what people do with them. And then over here we have something really exciting, a new block added to Minecraft, which is the Grimstone. Now Grimstone can be found underground in caves, which I will show you in a second, and Grimstone has a lot of really cool uses. You know, you can make different variants of Grimstone. Here we have polished, Grimstone bricks, Grimstone tiles, chiseled Grimstone, and of course slabs and stairs for each of the variants. If we go here, we can see all the different types of Grimstone. You can do a lot of stuff with it. And something that's also really cool about Grimstone, if I grab some here and grab some sticks, it works very similar to Blackstone, where you can actually use it to make stone variants of things. So you can make stone tools, you can use Grimstone to make a furnace. You know, if I wanted to, I could make a stone sword with Grimstone. So I think that's really cool. You can use Grimstone for a lot of stuff. Again, it's pretty similar to Blackstone, except in the overworld. Also, while we're looking in the creative menu really fast, just thought I should mention a pretty small update, but they did reorganize the redstone menu for the creative menu, so if you're someone that uses redstone a lot, this is a nice little quality of life change. It just kind of adds the more important stuff towards the top, and some of the less important and lesser used stuff towards the bottom. Now, I promised you guys I'd show you some of the caves, so let's head underground here. I do have full bright turned on, and as you can see, there's some pretty interesting things going on here. We have this giant underwater cave. The last snapshot is actually what changed the cave generation spawning. However, this most recent snapshot does tweak it a bit. And if we head down here, right under me, we actually have one of these Grimstone caves. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's called, but nevertheless, here it is. And I definitely have to say, this thing looks fantastic. Really fast, I'm gonna head into creative mode, just so we can look around. As you can see, there are a lot of ores here. We have the gold, we have redstone. Over here, we have the glow lichen, which I think looks really cool. If we head over here, you know, it's just a basic cave. And a lot of people have commented how they really enjoy how Minecraft changed the new height limit. But the height limit isn't actually that different. If we look, we are actually... Our Y level right now, negative 43. So the Y level actually goes a lot lower. It actually goes negative, it goes underground, and I think this is really interesting. Along with this new world height change, you know, also comes different Y levels at which ores can spawn. Here's a diamond ore, and normally, you know, diamond veins we would find between Y level 0 and about Y level 16. But here we are at Y level negative 37, and we have diamonds. If we really wanted to, we could go super low underground, keep going all the way down. They actually go pretty far. I mean, here we are at negative 65, and this seems to be the very bottom of the world. So now instead of it ending at Y0, it ends at Y65. But Mojang actually released a little graph we can use that shows us the new spawn limits of Y levels and where different ores spawn. So let's go to the website and look at that really fast. So I've zoomed in a bit so you can see this better, but here we have world generation, and I'll read it over really fast. Tweaked huge caves to be more rare and decreased the chance that caves are filled with water. Changed ore generation to match the new world height and to add more strategy to mining. So now mining is going to be a totally new game. Tweaked size and positioning of diorite, andesite, and granite. Exception, diorite and granite and dirt no longer generate below y equals 0. So we have those negative levels, so below 0, these won't spawn. Strongholds are now mostly encased in stone redstone, which I think is pretty cool. Mineshaft corridors are now supported by log pillars below or chains above when needed, and I'll show that off in a second. But here we have the picture. It's kind of hard to see. I will link this down below so you can see I open the picture here. But on the right we have these different colors that show us, you know, how they indicate different ores. This red is redstone, blue for diamond, a darker blue for lapis, copper, iron, emerald, and gold. And here we have Minecraft 1.16 where I'm moving my cursor, and this just means pretty much Minecraft how we've always had it. You know, diamond spawns at around Y16 to Y0, and we never had these negative numbers below. But now you can see, you know, a lot of these ores still spawn starting at the same area, but, you know, diamond now goes from Y16 all the way down to Y-65. Redstone, same thing as diamond. Lapis has a pretty similar range as it does before, however it does go a little bit lower, as well as gold. It seems like gold, you know, gold is a bit lower now. Copper is about the same as iron. Here we have copper and iron. And then here we have emerald. Emerald actually spawns pretty high. It looks like, it's hard for me to see, but maybe around Y32 is when it stops spawning. And then of course we also have some iron up here, so it seems like, you know, there's a bunch of different ore generations in different quantities at different Y levels, so it's definitely going to add new strategy and, you know, some interesting things when mining. So here we have some of the small changes with mine shafts. Again, nothing crazy, but now mine shafts won't just float. They'll be supported with either chains from above them or logs from under them. As you can see right here, we have the log underneath the mine shaft. If we look through here, you know, the majority of the mine shaft is still pretty much the same. It's just, you know, the only difference is instead of having random parts of the mine shaft floating around, it'll now be supported and look, you know, a bit more natural, look a bit more realistic. It'll actually have support, and it'll look a little bit nicer. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. This is Minecraft Snapshot 21w07a. I think this is a pretty cool snapshot. It doesn't add a ton into the game, but definitely makes the game a bit more interesting. I feel like probably in a few snapshots now, it'll be safe to where we can probably, hopefully, play this version. It'll be a bit more stable, and things will be a bit more interesting. We actually currently cannot load old worlds with this version just because it changes world generation so drastically, but I'm hoping in the future we won't have to create entirely new worlds just for this version to work. I'm hoping we can upgrade our previous worlds, but again, who knows? Let me know what you guys think below down in the comments below though. I'm really curious. What do you guys think of the new textures? What do you guys think of the new cave generation and all that stuff? I know a lot of this stuff, you know, people like to debate, but Mojang, you know, Mojang listens to their players. If everyone really likes something or really doesn't like something, they are willing to change their game. Personally, I really like this new cave generation. I know cave generation is still going to change a bit. I know this isn't nearly, you know, finished. There's still tons and tons they need to do, but I think it's a really good start. And I definitely enjoy these new Grimstone caves. Now, I do have full bright on right now, I should mention. My full bright is on. I might be able to reset it if I go like that. Yeah, there we go. You can see how dark these caves really are. These caves are naturally super dark, and they're only pretty bright because I have full bright on, so we're definitely going to have to use a lot more torches. And I like that they added this, you know, they added this glow lichen just to add a little bit of light here so we can see a tiny bit. But for me, even with these torches, it's still really hard to see. I think they should add some other sort of glowing ore maybe or something just to add a bit more light so it's at least a bit easier to see, because even when I use torches I can barely see the top of this cave. But regardless, I still think it's really cool, and I think it'll add a lot of atmosphere to Minecraft. As we know, we'll have the new wardens coming soon, as well as I'm sure other mobs related to caves, and so caves I feel like are going to be a lot more dangerous, a lot more scary, and I feel like cave noises are finally going to start scaring people even more. But anyways, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like and subscribing on the channel. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. But anyways, this is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next one.